All right. Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, Doug. And thank you, everybody, for joining us this lovely evening. My name is Kevin Hernandez, and I am the site coordinator for Rocky Mountain Microfinance Institute. I'd like to welcome everybody to our first retrospective for the San Luis Valley cohort number 5 and the first cohort in southwestern Colorado. And I want to thank the entrepreneurs and the mentor teams who have been helping us along the way to realize where we are today. The entrepreneurs who are going through this program have put in a lot of work and energy into what they're doing. And I'm excited to present what they're working on today and have an opportunity for some feedback on where we're going so far. I also want to thank the team at Rocky Mountain Microfinance Institute and First Southwest Community Fund for everything that they've done to make this, to provide the space for us to meet and to go through this program together. Before we get started, I do want to share a land acknowledgement. This land acknowledgement was prepared by Celeste Rosavi Sharir and is adapted to include the tribes and the people who originally stewarded the lands now known as southwestern Colorado and the San Luis Valley. So we want to take a moment to respectfully acknowledge that we are part of an institution that sits upon the land of the Ute, the Dene, the Jicarilla Apache, Pueblo, Comanche, and Arapaho nations. Currently, there are at least 48 tribal nations which are historically tied to the lands known as the state of Colorado and who are the original stewards of this land. It is also important to recognize that indigenous peoples and nations have survived over 530 years of genocide and displacement from their homelands under US public policy. This very same policy has been used to displace indigenous communities and forcibly assimilate Native individuals into Eurocentric society. We ask that you take a moment to privately honor the original peoples who were stewards of the land where we now stand, acknowledging that we are now able to convene, collaborate, and do our work because of their devastating sacrifices. We also share this acknowledgement to encourage other members to remind ourselves that this acknowledgement is only the beginning, as we have an opportunity to deepen our knowledge, relationships, and actions to address these historic and contemporary atrocities perpetrated against indigenous peoples and nations and other marginalized communities. Therefore, we also encourage you to review the lists of efforts on this land acknowledgement that help us stand in solidarity together with indigenous communities, peoples, and nations. I will share a link in the chat if you would like to learn more about how you can share this with others and with your community and take action steps to stand in solidarity. All right. And to continue with our program, we are going to go over a few quick announcements and a quick introduction about our organization and how we are working in collaboration with the community, as well as an overview of the rules and rules of the retrospective. Then we'll move into the entrepreneur presentations that our entrepreneurs have been working on. And we'll have an opportunity for feedback from the other participants on this call. So any questions before we get started? All right. Well, first I want to thank the team that is Rocky Mountain Microfinance Institute. Our organization is a nonprofit organization and a community development financial institution. We are located in the city of Denver and work throughout the state of Colorado. We are headquartered in Denver and have sites throughout the state of Colorado. And we work in partnership with First Southwest Community Fund in our programming. And I want to give a special thanks to Yanni Rodriguez, who has been a major part in this program's success. So Yanni, are you on the call? Would you like to say a few words as well?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm having internet connections, but can you hear me?
Yep. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yanni, can you hear us? Mic check, 1, 2.
Oh, yes, I can hear you. Well, for me, it was just more of I'm excited to hear the retros for each entrepreneur. I wanted to thank you, Kevin, Doug, and Steve. You guys are always super helpful to organization and each entrepreneur in every step that they're taking as they venture through this boot camp, which I understand it's a very time commitment course, but however, yeah, I feel like this program is very crucial to the launch and their expansion and the knowledge of an entrepreneur. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you all for taking the time to take this course.
Thank you, Yanni. And this program is being supported by and brought to you by the Rural Woman-Led Business Fund with First Southwest Community Fund. So thank you to Yanni and the team at First Southwest for all the work and helping this become what it is. I also want to invite folks to follow us on social media. Both Rocky Mountain Microfinance Institute and First Southwest Community Fund are on social media. So if you haven't already, please feel free to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn to just be in the loop on things that we are doing and learn more about the entrepreneurs who are going through our programs. We'd also like to invite if you'd like to learn more about our organization and the work that we're doing, I'd like to invite you to sign up for our newsletter. And if you're also interested in participating in our program as a small business, we invite you to visit rmmfi.org/relaunch to learn more about our programs. And if you are interested in being a volunteer for our programs, we invite you to visit rmmfi.org/volunteer. We also provide programming in English and in Spanish. So we're very, very grateful to be doing this work and to be connecting with entrepreneurs in the community in Southwestern Colorado and the San Luis Valley. So without further ado, I want to go into the meat and potatoes of our presentation today. So this is the first retrospective presentation. So over the past few weeks, entrepreneurs have been working on developing 2 pillars of their business plan, which includes marketing and operations. So we're going to have an opportunity for our entrepreneurs to present their business idea, the business idea that they're looking to launch, or the business that they have already launched and that they're looking to just create more consistency and get comfortable sharing. So we'll have 8 total slides where our entrepreneurs will share a little bit about themselves and their business, and we'll have 6 minutes to present. Then we'll follow that up with an opportunity for a Q&A for up to 10 minutes for each presentation. So the presentation format will include, I will be presenting these presentations that each entrepreneur has created, and my colleague Doug will be providing behind the scenes support. So entrepreneurs, please let me know when you'd like me to advance to each next slide. And we'd also like to invite you for those who are mentors or RMMFI staff, please feel free to fill out this survey link, which I will drop in the chat. And this is specifically for mentors and for RMMFI staff.
And Kevin, sorry to interrupt. I'll actually drop each individual link for each entrepreneur in the chat as well. If anybody needs, some more specific links. But yeah.
Thank you for clarifying that, Doug. So yes, each presentation will have its own scoring form. So make sure you're filling out the correct one for each presentation, and links to the scoring forms will be posted in the chat by Doug. Feedback is anonymous. And please, if you have anything below a 3 or at a 3, please make sure to include details on the feedback. All right. And in terms of the feedback, we encourage everyone to give high-level feedback, positive and honest feedback as we move forward. So Entrepreneurs also have an opportunity to earn additional capital funds from this presentation. So encourage you to just believe in what you're creating, and I'm excited to share each presentation with everyone. All right. So here is a quick breakdown of our business teams. These are all the entrepreneurs who are going through our program. Unfortunately, Tamara Gardner will not be able to join us. She has had some health complications. So I encourage those who are spiritual to please keep her in your prayers. She's working on an amazing business as a death doula, and I'm very sad that she's not able to join us today, but she's with us in spirit, and I ask that you keep her in your prayers. I also want to thank and acknowledge our coaches who have been helping our entrepreneurs as feedback partners and as mentors through this program. So each mentor that has been a part of this journey, thank you so much for the hard work and for helping our entrepreneurs and believing in our entrepreneurs. So without further ado, let's go ahead and move into our presentations, and we will kick it off with a presentation from let's see. Lisa Rogers and Florence Resin Art. So let's go ahead and kick it off. One moment while I get this situated. All right. Lisa, are you ready to roll?
Yes, I'm ready. Hello, good
Right.
afternoon, everyone. Can everyone see me and hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So let's start this, and we're gonna start with the first slide. Nice to meet you, everyone. My name is Lisa Rogers, and I'm the owner of Florence. I'm a resin artist. This is my info right here, how you can contact me, my phone number, and my email. I'm still working on my social media. Okay, so the market environment. I started working with resin 3 years ago, and I started with targeting women that were gonna get married and they wanted to save their special flowers forever. The first year I completed 5 big projects. The second year I completed 9 big projects, and then other resin crafts are as earrings or lamps. The third year, I completed 15 big projects, and I had requested 21, but I didn't have the capacity to do all of them. There is a lot of opportunity for growth, creating lasting memories for my customer. At the moment, I only found 2 other individuals that work in resin in Durango. Target customer, women who are getting married between ages 23 to 60, middle to high income couples getting married in Durango or the surrounding areas, or any other person looking to save some special flowers forever. I can create a life-lasting special resin art for anyone that is interested. About my business, I do flower preservation. My pricing starts at 25 and goes up to 550, depending on the piece and how big it is. For now, I'm focusing in the Durango and surrounding areas. If anybody is interested in saving some special flowers forever, I can create a custom piece, art special piece for you. Marketing action plan. I have my information available in the flower shops. I would like to connect more with wedding planners and venues. I'm working on my social media marketing, and I would love to attend to more art festivals and have tables with my art. Operation. I wear all the hats. At the moment, I do all the steps that I need to do in my projects. I would like to work more in my marketing materials. I would love to have somebody to help me to make more in the future, and I need to buy more art supplies. I create all my art from home. My operation cycles. My first part of my activities are I need to pick up the flowers. Number 2, I need to do a drying process of the flowers. Number 3, I need to take out the flowers of the drying process. Number 4, I need to do the resin mixing and pouring. Number 5, I need to do more drying. Number 6, more mixing and pouring. Number 7, more drying. And when everything is ready to go, I get the project ready and packed. I deliver the project to my customer and I collect the payment. Capital needs. I would like to do more in marketing, so I need like 500 maybe for marketing materials. Art supplies like 1,000. Registrations fees 200. Equipment, some better equipment to do better art, 1,500. The total would be like $3,200. Finding the sources, I would do, I think, a lot of personal investment, friends and family. Maybe I can get the loan that these courses are gonna offer for us, and some sales. And just a reminder again, so my name is Lisa Rogers, and I'm the owner of Florence. I'm a resin artist, and this is how you can contact me. My phone number is 970-759-4050, and my email is lisarogers03325@gmail.com. Thank you so much for your time.
Woohoo!
Awesome job, Lisa. Thank you so much for presenting. And now, usually, I'd love to pick on Doug for a quick sec. Do we usually save questions for after or immediately after each presentation?
Yeah, you can open it up for questions now.
Perfect. Does anyone have any questions for Lisa?
Question, Lisa, have you ever considered what it might take, like doing corporate gifts in addition to everything else? Getting a corporate partnership might be a great way to kind of grow your business.
Yes, I have considered that, but like I think maybe at the moment not really, because I don't have the capacity to be creating a lot of stuff. I believe as I'm growing and I'm gonna learn everything in this class, I can take those next steps.
Stacy, I saw that you raised your hand. Did you have a question?
Yeah, I was curious just from a business perspective. Do you require like a deposit before you start working on a piece for a customer? I saw that like in your operation cycle that clicking the payment was towards the end. What kind of payment arrangements do you make for things like that just to make sure that you get paid?
I actually have like I can do like a payment plan, or I have some descriptions that I send to all my customers, like in the middle of when I'm drying the flowers. And if everything goes great, they give me the first payment before I start the resin, and the last payment when I finish all the project.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Hello, Lisa. This is Tess, and I have a question. You've been quite successful in having 15 projects that you've worked on and a request for 21. How have you been marketing your business to get the 15 customers?
So the way that I'm getting the most customers is working with the flower shops here in town. And my number one reference, the reference people to me is Adela Flora.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tess. Any other questions for Lisa? Shelby.
Yeah, Shelly, good. Sorry.
Hi, Lisa. I was wondering why you named your business Florence.
So I like that. I don't know. I really like how that sounds. And when I researched that name, is like in Spanish, it's like florecer. That means like flourishing.
It's a beautiful name. I really like it.
I really like it too. It sounds very refined.
I think the thing that got me is how does it sound? Yeah, I really like the sound of it as well.
It's a very nice sound.
Awesome. Any other questions for Lisa? All right. Well, thank you
Okay.
again.
Everyone.
Yeah, you did
Good
amazing.
job, Lisa.
One additional round of applause for Lisa, everybody. All right, and we'll keep that applause going for our next presenter, who is Stacy Madril. And let's go ahead and get this queued up. Stacy, are you ready to roll?
I'm ready.
All right. Let me go ahead and just get this queued up real quick.
I'm glad I'm going next. We're our biggest critics. If I would have waited any longer, I would have felt terrible by the end of it.
You got this. All right, let's go in full screen. All right, and whenever you're ready.
All right, everybody. So hello, I'm Stacy Madril. I'm the owner of San Luis Valley Rent Me here in Alamosa, Colorado. We offer, this is just a snippet from our website. So we offer SLV friendly vehicles at SLV friendly prices. Our vehicles are all-wheel drive and they have safety inspections completed regularly. Here's just some information as far as contact goes. We have phone numbers, emails, so all these different ways to contact us. Next slide, please. And here's just a brief summary. So again, I'm Stacy Madril from the San Luis Valley Rent Me. We offer car rental services to SLV and surrounding areas. Our journey started as a side hustle, some extra money for our family, while still curing that hunger I have as an entrepreneur. As time progressed, we saw the urgent need for our services and turned it into our responsibility to grow and provide this service to all locals and visitors. We work with your car insurance and offer numerous accommodations such as delivery and pickup. No requests will not be considered. Stay connected and learn more at www.slvrentme.com. Here you will find additional contact information such as email and phone numbers for more direct contact. Next slide. All right, so this is our market. If you're any of the following in need of an SLV friendly vehicle, part of the 47,000 plus residents in the San Luis Valley, have places to go and people to see. So the reason I say that is usually these are going to be like a working class group of people. they have auto repairs or something come up, of course, they're going to tend to those because they have the financial ability. But in addition, they can't, miss work or any other obligations or responsibilities they have. So if any of those apply, then we're the rental company for you. We offer discounts to locals and also offer very affordable delivery and pickup options to help make your trip as smooth as possible. Why? We aspire to be an ambassador for the SLV in the auto industry. So we're starting out small, but of course we'd like to grow and learn. We're natives to the area and we want to see our valley thrive and be self-sufficient with as many necessary services as possible. So I think in the area, most residents typically kind of outsource a lot of their business to the cities, just because we are a little bit limited. So making this a commodity for the area is definitely something that makes us happy. Next slide, please. So why choose SLV Rent Me? We can help you with your car rental needs by supplying a reliable and SLV-friendly vehicle to get you where you need to go. We also strive to make pricing affordable to our area. So our pricing is based on income statistics and not on the competition. A lot of the competition kind of directs their business towards tourists. So you'll see promotions at like the airports and hotels. Ask us about discounts offered to locals. We know public transportation is limited. So for this reason, we offer affordable delivery to your doorstep. We are SLV natives looking to make an impact and keep our residents' money in our valley rather than other parts of the state. Ask about how to join us and put some extra money in your pockets. Next slide. Our marketing plan. So we will be making strides in the following ways to spread the word and get the business growing. Number one, our website will be packed with helpful information for our market. We have auto repair shop referrals, discounts, and contact information for just different relationships that we build with businesses in the area. We will offer a growing list of discounts for both our services and other helpful resources for current needs. And this will be sent via email. So most customers can expect a follow-up email from us with some helpful information. You can find flyers around the area in most places our customers can be found, such as auto repair shops and local insurance agencies. And number four, word of mouth. This is big in our area. With our discounts for locals and exceptional customer service, we hope to encourage our renters to spread the word. Next slide. How everything works. So this is our operation cycle / big rocks. Number one, we ask that the customers get in touch with me and share just information on what you're inquiring. We have phone numbers, emails, or instant messaging available. Number two, I will generate a reservation link for you. We have a reservation fee that you pay. It's a small fee, and that'll just help us reserve your dates and times. And it will also go towards your trip once everything's booked. I will complete the background check and all the necessary paperwork for you and it will be drafted and sent your way. You will be sent an estimate and the agreement with all the details of your trip to be easily accepted electronically. And the final steps, you're paying the invoice and awaiting your trip date. Myself and my partner usually, we also have other members of the family that help us with deliveries. We will get your vehicle delivered straight to you. We also offer contactless pickup for your safety and convenience. All of our transactions are done electronically via Square software. We gladly offer assistance with the entire process. So if folks are a little bit electronically challenged, I'm happy to swing by and help you through it. It's pretty quick and easy. Next slide. Okay, so here's all the numbers. Right now, we have about $1,700 just in the top left corner worth of financing costs, and those are just specific to the vehicles that we have. So these ones are covered by myself and my partner. Fixed expenses, these are the big ones. So, and I'm sorry, my total lines are a little wonky, but $435 covers everything from insurance to oil changes, the website costs, everything in between to keep the business running. So I kind of broke it down a little bit further. So about 2,100, about 2,200 needed monthly. And this is based on, you know, whether we're booked for 30 days, for 20 days, there's just some different costs there. This is where our pricing comes from. So our prices will range between $75 and $119 per day, and that's a 24-hour period. And then I just threw in this little snippet at the bottom. So if anybody has a vehicle 10 years or younger with less than 125,000 miles, that you would like to put on the streets to make money for you. Here's a
Stacey,
breakdown of the price.
Sorry to interrupt, but we are at time.
All right. Darn, I was so close. I think that's my last slide.
We're gonna wrap it up with the
Yeah, it's okay. Wrap it up in like 1 or 2 sentences.
Okay, so cash cars, if you want to invest a vehicle, there's some opportunity to make money. As you can see, anything after $21 a day is a profit. And like I said, our prices start at like $75. So lots of opportunity for people in the area to make money. Again, you can reach us at slvrentme.com. There's contact information for additional options there. Thank you, everyone.
Woohoo! Great job.
awesome. Let's give it up. And any feedback or questions for Stacey?
Yes, I have one actually. Stacey, could you tell us kind of like your vision for like how large of a fleet would you like to eventually build up in your like ideal growth scenario?
Well, you know, just some research that I've done. I know that the car rental services haven't been terribly successful in the past. And so I'm proceeding with caution. I think a realistic goal is maybe 2 more vehicles within the next year, and then get our feet wet with that and see how. So right now we have a 2 vehicle fleet, and we stay consistently busy, probably at least 30 days out of the month we're booked.
Nice.
Of course, we're leaving money on the table because we don't have additional vehicles. But again, I don't want to go too big and kind of miss the ball there. So realistically, 2 more vehicles in the next year is what we're looking for.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Stacey. That was an awesome presentation.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
All right, any other questions?
I don't have a question so much, but I did want to compliment you, Stacey, on just how well you are differentiating yourself from other folks, and like how much you know who your client is and that you're serving locals who are in the Valley. I think that's really going to help you as you market and build your business.
Thank you. Thank you. My mentor helped me narrow it down because it's hard to focus on one specific group, but once you find your niche, it was easy to run with it.
Totally. I mean, you'll rent a car to anyone who asks, but it'll help you
Yeah.
really market to the people who are going to use you the most.
Yeah. And I mean, just with the risk involved, it feels good to be able to know who you're renting to. So like the locals that we do rent to, a lot of them are regulars, and that's an awesome feeling. You trust them, you build a relationship with them, you know.
Definitely. Awesome. Any other questions or feedback for Stacey? All right, let's give it up one more time for Stacey Madril. And let's keep it rolling.
Sorry, my computer just echoes, so I had a question that I typed out.
Go ahead, Jenny.
Oh, yeah, I typed it out just because my
There we go.
computer
I just
echoes
saw that.
sometimes.
I just saw that.
Yeah, but people who could make money offering their car, would they be under your insurance, or they would have to just be under their insurance?
When a customer rents, of course, we have their own personal insurance that would cover them. But in addition, we have the commercial insurance that kind of covers the business. So usually they compare and see what would be the better offer there. We typically, so we've had a couple events where we've had to file claims. And in both of those situations, we use the commercial insurance because it was the better opportunity and more affordable. And so that's what we do. We just compare and see what would work best for everybody. But both your insurance and the commercial insurance would be covering the vehicle. Not yours, the renters, I'm sorry.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Jenny. Any other questions for Stacy? All right. Let's go ahead and invite our next presenter, who is Nadia Valdez. Yeah, let me go ahead and pull up her presentation real quick. All right, you ready to roll, Nadia? Oh, looks like you're on mute.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. So my name is Nadia Valdez. I am the owner of Unique Hospitality Group. We offer remote sales and marketing, online reputation, management advisor services, and remote customer service sales training to branded and non-branded hotels across the U.S. Next slide, please. With over 20 years in the hospitality industry, starting as a housekeeper in 2001, earning my way up the ladder to general manager, my knowledge in the industry has inspired me to share my experiences and my accomplishments with other hotel general managers. That's the vision and the goal for Unique Hospitality Group. My competitive advantage lies in my service aspect of the business and the years of experience that I bring with me. Next slide, please. My target market are hotel owners, hotel management companies, and new general managers. Next slide. The services that I provide increase revenue, improve customer service, save owners time, decrease stress of general managers. I offer competitive pricing. I can be reached at my website or my LinkedIn page. With almost 2 decades in the hospitality industry and given the opportunity, Unique Hospitality Group would love to help guide your team in achieving your bottom line. Next slide, please. So my marketing tactic is to finish creating my profile on the LinkedIn and stay active in that community, create a letter or flyer to mail to my target market, follow up with an email and then a phone call. Next slide. So I'm the owner of Unique Hospitality Group, and we provide remote sales and marketing services across the U.S. We also provide management advisor services. I help general managers from assigning a housekeeping day to save on payroll costs to helping them getting prepared for their first unemployment hearing. My experience and knowledge saves time and stress for new general managers, and we provide services to hotels across the U.S., and we do that out of our home offices. Next slide, please. Right now, my operations cycle consists of my market research. Online reputation management is responding to all of their online reviews. I will be doing cold calls to business in hotels and then managing my social media. Next slide, please. Capital needs right now are my subscription platforms, paying for my web design, the cost of the internet, my office space and supplies. My revenue goal for the first year would be $90,000. My funding sources are my personal savings, any grants that I am able to receive, fees for the services that I provide, and any angel investors that would be interested in investing into my business. Next slide, please. Again, my name is Nadia Valdez. I am the owner of Unique Hospitality Group, and I can be reached at 719-937-1433 or visiting my website at www.uniquehospitalitygroup.com or my LinkedIn page at Unique Hospitality Group. Thank you, everybody.
Awesome. Let's do a round of applause for Nadia, everybody. All right. And I see that Yanni has a question.
I do. Thanks, Nadia, for the presentation. My question was just more around like the experience that you have. Have you focused more on like the bigger chain hotels, or have you worked like in the smaller like mom pop hotels in your area?
So I manage the Comfort Inn and Suites here in Alamosa. That was the main hotel that I worked at. When my owner bought the Hampton Inn, he did move me there for 2 years, and then I went back to the Comfort Inn. I started at the Comfort Inn many years ago in 2002, and then just kind of worked my way up. So I've just always worked at the Comfort Inn, and just the experience with that chain has really improved my knowledge and just, everything as far as operations goes in the hotel.
Awesome. Thank you, Yanni. Any other questions for Nadia? All right. If there are no other questions, let's give Nadia another round of applause. And let's keep the applause going for our next presenter, who is Shelby Khan. And let me go ahead and get Shelby's presentation queued up. All right, Nadia, are you ready to roll? Or Shelby? Oh, it looks like you're on mute.
Hi. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Yay. Okay, let's get this started. Hi, everybody. My name is Shelby. I am the founder of Shelby Shakes, and we are a Durango-based company that crafts organic granola and chickpea snacks to fuel your next adventure. Each of our recipes features ingredients that work to divert food waste from the Durango area. And from production to packaging, sustainability is at the forefront of everything Shelby Shakes does. If you want snacks so good that they'll make you shake it, you can find us on Instagram at shelby.shakes or email shelbyshakesgranola@gmail.com. We also have a website that's shelbyshakes.com, and our phone number is posted. And next slide, please. So our mission at Shelby Shakes is to partner with local businesses in the Durango area to divert food waste from our abundant community and turn that food waste into trail snacks that sustain our adventures. And Durango is nothing but a community of adventurers. So I do believe there is a large market for my product. Next slide, please. The market environment I'm competing in is healthy snacks, largely. And in the Durango area, there's about 20,000 locals and tons of people who visit the area every year. So the #1 Colorado tourist destination, actually. I've got 3 small local competitors competitors and about 15 to 20 non-local competitors in stores that I also want to sell in, making similar products. But our competitive advantage at Shelby Shakes is our unique mission, ingredients, sourcing methods, and our packaging. Next slide, please. The target customer for Shelby Shakes is a health-conscious, eco-conscious outdoor recreator. And they could take the form of a yogi or mountain bikers, hikers, bikers, skiers, anything outdoorsy. And they could be locals or tourists visiting. They're likely millennials in the 25 to 40-year-old range with some disposable income. They probably spend that disposable income on like traveling or outdoor gear. And they're busy people always planning their next adventure. And next slide, please. The messaging and branding experience of Shelby Shakes. Shelby Shakes is like a playful, creative, adventurous brand. And that's what we want people to feel. And when you're buying a Shelby Shakes product, you're not just buying a snack. You're participating in the diversion of food waste in your community. You're actively participating in sustainability and the circular economy that Shelby Shakes aims to take part in. The product is spent granola, or we call it spent grainola, and chickpea snacks. That's because our product is made, the granola is made out of spent brewer's grain from partnerships with local breweries in the Durango area. Our price point sits around $10 for a 12-ounce bag of snacks and will be placed at the farmers market and local pop-up events to start. And the promotion will take place through partnerships with our local businesses where we recapture their food waste, like the local breweries. For example, we will host once a month food upcycling workshops. We'll make business cards and pass them out and be present at local events. Next slide, please. The marketing action plan includes creating the business cards with my logo and information on them, building an Instagram and Facebook and posting on that at least twice a week, building a website. I've bought the domain, but the website's not complete yet, and hosting once a month food upcycling workshops for the community, either free or donation based, and they will take place at the Rocky Mountain Retreat Center in downtown Durango. Next slide, please. The big rocks of our operations. I wear all the hats. The most important things are the ingredients, our sourcing. We have two sources, either the recaptured ingredients that are being diverted from the Durango food waste stream, or raw ingredients that I purchase from local farmers. I will need a kitchen and baking supplies, packaging, and transportation. And this all takes place in my home kitchen. And next slide, please. And this is a visual overview of everything in our operation cycle. It starts with preparing and ordering the compostable packaging. I will then recapture all the ingredients I can from the Durango waste stream, like the brewer's spent grain and other ingredients. I will order all of other ingredients necessary from local farmers, bake the product, package and store it, deliver it, and sell it, and then do a little Shelby Shake to celebrate the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. And next slide, please. Capital needs, general overview, marketing, ingredients, basic health department permits and insurance for selling my products, packaging and labeling, and vending rent and commissary kitchen rent. That sits right at under $2,000. The funding sources are the grant I've received and personal investment. Thank you, guys. I see that we are at 6 minutes. Thanks. This is our information. Reach out if you have any questions. Thank you.
Woohoo!
Great job, Shelby. Let's give it up for Shelby and Shelby Shakes, everyone. Woo!
Woo, good job,
Start.
Shelby.
Thank you.
Any questions for Shelby?
I think we got some hand raises. Yeah.
Go ahead, Lisa.
I don't really have a question, but I will say to Shelby that I love her presentation. I love how engaging it is, all the pictures and how she explained everything. Great work.
Thank you, Lisa.
I have
Sarah,
a
did you-
question. Yeah, is it okay if I go?
Yeah.
Shelby, I know you say you're cooking out of your kitchen right now. Are you thinking about a commissary kitchen space at all? Is that in your future plans?
I'm definitely looking into it. It's a much more efficient way to produce. Hopefully, I'm still honestly in the product development of things. I'm still hammering down, like nailing down like the 2 basic granola recipes and the 2 basic chickpea snack recipes. So hopefully once I have those nailed down, I can start looking to produce right away in a commercial kitchen in the Durango area.
So Lisa, did you have a question?
I was gonna say, like, if you are looking for a commercial kitchen, I work for Mana Soup Kitchen, and we let people in the community use the kitchen for free.
Heard about that. They told me that it's still like a pilot program, but maybe we can talk more because that free would be ideal for sure.
As long as I know it's free, but let's connect for sure.
Okay, yay. Thank you, Lisa.
Love it.
Oh, sorry. Do we have time just for one more? I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's more of a curiosity. I don't know if there's a like oat milk producer or like a soy milk producer or anything like that in Durango, but I remember like when I made my own oat milk, it made me really sad like to throw out all those oats. So you've inspired me, Shelby, to make a better use of those byproducts. And I don't know if if you've done any research to see if there's anything like that in Durango as well. But I love that you're at least using the breweries to source as well.
Thanks. Yeah, Doug, I can send you a oat pancake recipe that would use those mashed oats if you're interested.
Yes, please. I would love that.
Doug can share that with the rest of the team too, right, Doug?
Yeah, the next potluck. Heck yeah.
Yes. That's the monthly food upcycling workshops would be about. It would, like, for example, be like, oh, you've got like leftover oat mush. Like, this is what we'll do with it. And then we'll cooking class together.
That's a good idea.
Thank you.
Shelby, if you had success then networking a lot throughout Durango to create this community?
Honestly, yeah. It is I feel lucky to have had so many connections here. It was very easy to make the connections for sourcing the spent grain. And I've only talked to 2 breweries so far, but interested in talking to more. And yeah, also always thinking about new ingredient sourcing.
Well, something you could consider with like as a partnership with some of these breweries is creating a signature Shelby shake for their brewery that they could sell there with their leftover stuff.
That would be awesome.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Sarah.
I get 2 good ideas a year. You just got one.
50%. I feel lucky. Thank you.
Awesome. Any other questions for Shelby? Sandy.
Yeah, Shelby, that is incredible. You were just absolutely adorable. I think you need to contact the brewery that you're diverting the oats from so that they could create a Shelby Shake beer. Oh yeah, I totally.
Wow. But I'll have a party to celebrate it. You all can come and we'll all do our own Shelby Shake.
Hey,
Oh,
beer's so good it'll make you dance.
it works with any food. Yeah. So fun. Thank you guys.
Any other questions for Shelby? Or ideas, feedback? All right, if there's no others, let's go ahead and give a round of applause for Shelby. And let's keep the applause going for Pelly Levy Strauss and We Are Coconuts. Pelly, are you ready to roll?
Yes, I believe so. I've been having some internet issues, so I do apologize for the lag in that. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay,
Yep.
let me get this going. Okay. I wonder. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, is it blurry? Okay. Hi, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good night. My name is Pele. I am the proud owner of We Are Coconuts. I started this business about 6 months ago. I started it because I want to support as many women in the Marshall Islands where I grew up. All of our products are made out of coconut leaves and shells that are found on the beaches of the Pacific. So we have earrings, bolo ties, wall hangings, and so much more. And I'm happy to say that we are now in 20 different locations throughout Colorado. Yeah. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so my market environment, I've actually, from doing the conference today with Yanni, the age group is middle-aged women. So women who have disposable income or like to spend money, and they are generally in like wineries, boutique shops, and networking events. Next slide, Kevin. Cool. So my target audience or target customer would be women in their early 50s and 60s and who have a sense of appreciation and understanding to connect with my brand. I just feel like there's a big story to tell with We Are Coconuts and supporting different women that live there, and knowing that that's all they do for a living is making everything. So yeah, hopefully that relates to my target customer. Okay. The right message I want to deliver is that I want it to offer hope and faith into the community, and showcasing like the importance of, you know, like creating each piece and what goes into making each product. Prices vary between $30 to $250. They have like wall hangings that are really big, that are like as big as like paintings and stuff. And placement, wonder where's the placement. So in salons and wineries and boutique stores. And promotion, I want to partner with women supporting other women businesses, so doing pop-ups and local events in the area. So the marketing action plan, I'm going to be going home to the Marshall Islands in December. So I want to create as much content and really focus on all the ladies. I think we have about 10 ladies that make different products, and social media and local postings and hostings and collaborating with others and creating video advertisements as, yeah, 4 different marketing tactics that I'll have. In the operations, it's me and the ladies in the Marshall Islands. Want to be able to reinvest like inventory and make sure I have like stock of product, and where we'll be focusing in wineries, salons, boutiques, shops, and conferences. So on a day-to-day, my operations, I just kind of put like a plethora of like what I do, keeping track of stock and inventory, marketing and advertising, working on QuickBooks and financials, cold calling and networking, setting up markets and pop-up events, sending emails, scheduling photo shoots, and working on my business plan and more. And yeah. Capital needs. Let's see. This is where like the big thing that I learned today through the conferencing is to be able to have enough inventory. I want to be able to have more than I currently have. And yeah, that is me. You can find me on wearecoconuts.org or on Instagram, We Are Coconuts, and my cell phone is 307-761-4129.
Woohoo!
That is so nerve-wracking sometimes.
Chapelle. Oh my goodness. Let's give her a round of applause, everybody. Woo! All right. So, do we have any questions or feedback for Pele?
I turned my camera on. I wanted to say to everyone I'm wearing Pele's earrings.
Cute. Hold on, I want to screenshot.
They're beautiful. I don't know how well you can see them, but they're beautiful and I love them and I wear them all.
Yay.
God, they are so nice.
Thank you, Nadia. Thank you, Loretta. Thank you, Tess. Thank you, Shelby. Lisa.
So I have a question, Pele.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Doug. Were you gonna go?
No, you go ahead, Sarah.
So Pele, what? So I love the designs I picked out. What designs sell best for you? How are you kind of like looking at what products to ask your women to send over?
That's a great question because I am still like I noticed that the products that I like some other people might not like, but these are, well, I had them on. Let me go grab them real quick. Do you have one? No. Oh, here it is. Thank you. I don't know if you could see that. These have been selling really well for me. And I just put them on the website just recently. So we have 2 bestsellers in terms of earrings, but they make so many things that I want to be able to have that I don't ever have because of like
your camera's off.
What's that?
Your camera's off.
Oh, it is.
No, we can see her.
Oh, wait. Oh, she's talking through a different picture then.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they have like wall hangings and baskets, but they're more a little bit more expensive. And I feel like if I brought those out and had the funding for that, it would really showcase our work to even a bigger audience and like to more people. So yeah, does that help? Sorry, I don't know. It's hard to tell.
One question for you, Pele, that I have is, oh, no, we can't hear you.
No? Hello?
There, now we can. Sweet. So one question that I also have for you is, how much would you need to raise in funds in order to order the inventory that you would like to have?
I think to start about like $2,000 would get me a lot of like variety.
Awesome. Thank you, Pele. Any other questions?
I mean,
Yeah, just real quick, Pele. Sorry, Shelby. I'll go quick, I promise. So what specific marketing are you gonna do while you're in the Marshall Islands? Are you gonna do like more Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or everything?
I think right now mainly want to like, so there's 10 different ladies, and so I want to like record like each lady's story individually, because one lady focuses on earrings, one other lady focuses on baskets, and another focuses on necklaces. And I want to like showcase how they start to finish each item and like why they started creating these products and if it means something to them.
Oh, I
And then,
love that.
yeah, and to be able to showcase that to others, I feel like it's really important. And sometimes when I go to networking events or pop-ups, you know, you only have like a minute to kind of tell what you're selling, and then I feel like there's still so much to say. So
Yeah, that's a fantastic idea. I'm looking forward to that.
me too. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Go ahead, Shelby.
Oh, okay. I had a comment and a question. Kind of piggybacking on what you and Doug were talking about, like at your pop-ups. I think it would be cool because it's like an educational opportunity too, like for people to learn about the Marshall Islands. Like I would love to know where they are on a map, right? Like even really
Right.
basic stuff like that. Like I don't know. So
Right.
it would be really cool for you to like have some sort of visual like that. I think at least I would be interested.
Like
And-
you said educational, so I was wondering, like maybe Fort Lewis College, or I don't know. I think of like teaching places or just
Yeah. Honestly.
educating the public. But
And then a question I had for you is like, just like out of curiosity of your operations, like, does your pricing include like the shipping costs to like get everything like over here? 'Cause I imagine that would be kind of expensive, or I guess since they're small items, maybe not so much, but that was a curiosity I had.
for a large like flat box, you could fits a lot of earrings. And it's like $25 for that. So it's not terrible. It's totally doable.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, pretty fortunate. It's not outrageous.
Awesome. Do we have any other questions for Pele? All right. If there are no other questions, let's give it up one more time for Pele, and we are coconuts. And let's keep that applause going for our next presenter, who is Tess with Tess-tastic Tonics. Let me get that presentation pulled up here. Tess, are you ready to roll?
I'm ready.
Oh my
So-
God. Oh.
Pele, you may want to mute. Awesome. Sweet. Whenever you're ready, Tess, take it away.
Hello, everyone. I am Tess, and my business is Tess-tastic Tonic Mixers. I got this inspiration. Well, I love cooking and serving delicious and nutritious foods. And when I host a gathering, I always close the evening with a drink that I tell my friends, like, okay, it's time to rehydrate since we've been dehydrating. I live a wellness lifestyle, and I had a career in the wellness industry, and then I lost my career during the pandemic. And over the years, I have been like just thinking about what I want to do for my own financial security. And I started researching that food trucks are on the rise. So I considered that, but then the idea came to me to do a beverage truck, and not just any sort of beverage truck, but making my delicious and nutritious mocktails and cocktails. And so my friends would ask me for the recipe, and I shared the recipe, and then they just tasted horrible. They were just horrible. And so it became a joke, and then they'd say, will you just make it and I'll buy it from you? So my goal is to eventually have a food truck, but a part of the food truck or beverage truck was to sell my mocktails that taste like cocktails. I am the owner and operator. My business is in Southwest Colorado, and you can find me on social media. I have a website forthcoming. Next slide, please. The mocktail industry is based on customers who enjoy a health-conscious lifestyle, and they have joined the non-alcohol drinking movement. Mocktails are also a perfect alternative to the sector that enjoys the flavor of a cocktail. The mocktail industry has increased at 4.5% rate over the past 5 years, and the market forecast is that it will increase to 7.6% predicted to the year of 2028. In addition, non-alcoholic bars are opening 1 to every 3 that serve alcohol, based on the interest of 51% of the population that wants a place to socialize without the peer pressure of consuming alcohol. Let's see. My competitive market is mocktails that are an alternative to alcoholic beverages. The mocktails that are on the market are usually like some sort of juice blend, or they're a new version of a drink. Tess-tastic tonic mixes are mocktails that taste like traditional cocktails, that are nutritional, and they replenish and are full of nutrients for optimal health. My ideal customer is the 30 to 50 years of age. They're health conscious. They live a well-being lifestyle. They pursue recreational activities, and they include professional athletes. And they enjoy socializing over food and beverages. They have an abundant income, along with they choose quality over quantity. They reside in the Four Corners region, Southwest Colorado, and our area is known to attract tourism that lives a healthy lifestyle and has residents that are conscientious about their well-being. So my product is concentrated craft mixes to blend mocktails and cocktails, so it's multi-purpose. They are nutritious and delicious. My price is $20 per bottle for an 8-ounce concentrate that makes up to 32 ounces. I'll have I'll have monthly subscriptions for 16 ounces, 32 ounces, and price accordingly. I started launching my product last week at 2 farmers markets. My time there was 2 hours at each market. I sold 19 units. I've done direct marketing with friends and family, and I received 27 orders. My placement, and I'm going to expand that into special events, pop-ups, natural food stores, food boutiques, the subscription memberships, and then social media. I promote the mocktail by giving samples and explaining that they taste as good as a cocktail and that there are cocktails that are as good for you as a mocktail. My current flavors are a new old fashioned and a wild mild margarita. I tell the folks to enjoy a mocktail or cocktail that gives you a pep in your step. The mild margarita is an electrolyte drink, is a mocktail. In the old fashioned, I call it mock toddy. It has nutrients like cinnamon and tart cherry that reduce inflammation. My mantra I want to put on my labels, I have all these spiritual messages. So at this time I'm promoting release the outworn, discover the unlived. My marketing again is going to include what I've expressed earlier, but partnering with catering companies, going to places where there's a food truck and partnering with them to have a beverage truck. So I own and operate my own business. I would like to be hiring a part-time assistant as my business becomes more successful. The key components I need to operate my business are supplies, ingredients, transportation, marketing items, and the expenses of marketing. And I want to expand my business to Southwest Colorado. At this time, it's Dolores, Cortez, Mancos, and Durango. So I source products when and where they're available from the local community. I want to include packaging that's sustainable. First, I buy those products ingredients. I sourced a commercial kitchen where I sanitize my supplies.
Just a heads up, Tess, we're at 6 minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Let's real quick, let's cover the capital needs and wrap up with your outro as well.
Okay. So my operation cycle is a 8-step process, mainly just sourcing, making, labeling, distributing, along with admin and bookkeeping. This is a projected yearly cost, but my admin expenses are $11,300, equipment $1,900, marketing $3,400, the total cost of $17,000. I will reinvest profits at 60%, so my adjusted launch cost is $13,000. Thank you for allowing me the extra time.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tess. Let's try to give a round of applause for Tess and Tess-tastic Tonic Mixers. Great job, Tess. Any questions or feedback?
I just wanted to say congrats, Tess, on the, fantastic first, sales recently. I think that's awesome. So just keep it up. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've ever worked with like kombucha before. I used to do a lot of kombucha, so I'm familiar with that. And I think, they, not that they go hand in hand with mocktails, but I think there's definitely a connection there for sure.
Yes, it's another alternative tasty beverage that people enjoy. Like sometimes people want a cocktail because it's just it's like fancy.
Yeah. It's all about the image, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So Shelby, did you have a question or feedback?
Yeah. I was curious to hear more about if you could explain your mantra. I would love to hear more about that.
Okay. So I follow a spiritual path, and I have done some artwork where I'm in nature and I see something inspiring and I have a message around it. So I have fun with it. And I'm like, okay, I have a spiritual let me pause for a moment, like a spiritual message for along with your spirits. So the mantra of release that, warn and discover the unlived, tied in for me is like trying a mocktail that is good for your well-being. I think that, our well-being consists of how well we're taking care of our body, but the thoughts we have and how we're caring for our heart and our spiritual well-being. And I have pages and pages of these spiritual mantras, and my plan is to put them on labels for different products and rotate them throughout the year.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds like a really good idea. I feel like the Mancos and like Southwest Colorado area in general is a big spiritual hub. I feel like people would be drawn to that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Also, if you ever would consider a Cosmo flavored mixer, I know you'd have at least one customer.
I'm doing the elderberry tonic. If I may expand upon that, I have some ideas for, like seasonally. We had a Kentucky Derby party and we made mint julep mocktails. I do a Irish non-whiskey at Christmas. I'm going to do something like cranberry elderberry for Cosmo. Just been toying with different. I was looking at my recipe book and saying, okay, when I host a gathering, what do I usually make? And asking people what were some of their favorites. So I definitely have you covered there. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Tess. Any other questions for Tess? Anyone else ready for a Tess-tastic tonic?
I am. Delicious. I was drinking one while I listened.
Hey. Which one did you have, Kat?
Margarita.
Nice. Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and give another round of applause for Tess and Tess-tastic Tonics. And let's keep that applause going for our last presenter, but certainly not our least presenter. I am honored to invite Jenny Nguyen and Foodie Satya to the stage. You ready to roll, Jenny?
I am. It's actually pronounced Foodie Sattva. I'm thinking of adding a little pronunciation bar because a lot of people are always like Foodie Sativa. That's my other food truck one day.
Sweet.
But I am ready. Hi everyone. My name is Jenny Nguyen. I'm from Del Norte. I'm the founder of Foodie Sattva, a vegetarian food trailer serving Del Norte and the SLV in Colorado. My website is foodiesattva.com and my handle for Instagram is foodie_sattva. Stuff I've made in the past includes sushi, spring rolls, cold noodles, salad, popsicles, baked goods, coffees, teas, lemonades, granola, parfaits, churros, and funnel cakes. Next. Oh, next, please. So in my market environment, my competition would be restaurants, cafes, food and beverage vendors, and caterers, any place that sells food or drink. So to stand out, I would offer selections that cater to dietary restrictions and guarantee a meat-free mobile kitchen space. I would offer food and drinks that are less commonly found in the Valley that also use as many local and organic ingredients as possible, and offer products and services from a food trailer, deliver wholesale accounts, and attend local events. Next. So my 4% target customers are health and eco-conscious plant-based eaters and people with restricted diets. It would be an easy option for those people, and I would label my grab and goes gluten-free or oil-free, sugar-free, dairy-free, and egg-free if they were any of those, and also tweak made-to-order foods if I can. to cater to anyone's restrictions. Locals and travelers could find me on a busy main street. So they could spot what I'm selling through seeing a flag that says coffee or vegetarian food or churros or ice cream. And the locals would know that they could depend on a local vegetarian spot weekly. And people who are on the go, or maybe they don't like vegetables so much, they could still grab tea or coffee, baked goods, churros, and soft serve. Next. So my product would be vegetarian food and beverages. And the price would range from need to want to luxury prices. So I would offer something like a half sandwich and a soup for $6, something nourishing, or something like a sushi burrito for $20, where people can still be happy that they spent $20 on a food item. And I would be placed along the main street in Del Norte, or people could find me at local events or go online and set up a wholesale account with me. And my tagline is food for the benefit of all beings. So that implies that there could be an emphasis on conscious practices that can reach beyond the consumer. So I want to be conscious of the consumers, the community, causes, and making the best choices possible in terms of ingredients and packaging. And people who recognize the logo figure, which is a bodhisattva, or noticing that the name itself is a play on words of a being who alleviates suffering in the world. So some people who recognize that will get excited. Next. And my marketing tactics would be sharing the link to my website, posting weekly to social media, displaying and handing out business cards, and relying on word of mouth and exposure. So either I could talk about my food, or I've heard many people in the Valley already talk about my food, and heard from people that I haven't met before because they wanted to hire me as a personal chef or to cater. Next. So I would be starting up this whole operation by myself, but I have friends and family who said that they wanted to see this business be successful and offer their skills or services or time if any way they can. And my most important resources would be money, commercial space, kitchen space, permits, license, ingredients, paper goods, supplies, and staff. And my business would take place at my food trailer, at event setups. I could deliver wholesale. And eventually I want people to find my products online and at the grocery store. And to simplify this slide, my operations would be administration. So that would be dealing with the paperwork and fees, and relations, anyone I have to work with to have commercial kitchen space or vending space. And then having the means to make sales, so having my POS system set up and having change in the drawer. And then operations, so it would be managing workers, ordering and processing. And financial and legal things are weaved kind of throughout all of that. And my capital needs, I would have to pay off the rest of my trailer loans. I would have rent and utilities once I really start up. I would have to pay my staff, and I'm hoping to hire every worker for 20, 30 hours a week, just to give them something kind of livable. And then pay for all the licensings, permits, websites, domains. And I rely on grants, loans, business profits, and maybe crowdfunding and investing opportunities. And next, once again, I'm Jenny Lynn from Foodie Sattva. You can find more about my business at www.foodiesattva.com or check me out on Instagram at foodie_sattva. Thank you.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
give a round of applause for Jenny, everybody. Awesome. Thank you for sharing, Jenny. And any feedback or questions?
All of this food and healthy, I'm like so ready for dinner right now. It looked delicious.
Same.
I really can't wait to be available in the valley. If you want to get more hungry, you can go on the website and see pictures of the food I made.
Working on that right now. So Jenny, what's your number one seller?
So people really love spring rolls and sushi. And unfortunately, that's like the least fun things for me to make. It's kind of tedious, but watching people eat it makes it feel worth it to me.
Well, the cool things about those is that you could consider adding grab and go to your food cart for those kinds of foods.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I plan to make those grab and go because if I had to make it on the spot, it would not only be time consuming, but also there's like certain laws. If you make grab and go sushi, you don't have to send stuff into a lab. If you're rolling sushi on the spot, you have to send your rice samples into like Colorado Spring every now and then.
Sweet. Any other questions for Jenny?
What is your favorite?
Oh, I love eating the spring rolls and sushi, but it's definitely not my favorite thing to make. It's my favorite thing to eat, but the easiest things for me to make are baked goods and drinks, and those are good sellers too. Like my granolas and my cookies sold out pretty fast, and every time I went out to the Creston Saturday Market. But yeah, I would say the best things to eat are the sushi and the spring rolls.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome. Any other questions for Jenny or feedback?
Oh, I will add that I grew my own mint and flowers last year to put into the spring rolls. So my favorite part about that was seeing people react before they ate the food. They would get the spring roll and go, wow. So that made me feel good.
Yeah, listen, for someone who doesn't like to make sushi and spring rolls, you've sold me on them.
Thanks. I'm always praying over my food too. I'm always like, I hope this food makes people happy and healthy.
Awesome. Thank you for what you do, Jenny. I'm excited to try your food.
Thank you. I can't wait for everyone to try it. Maybe for graduation, I can cater.
Ooh. You're cooking up something.
Or just have a spring roll and sushi rolling party so you guys can feel my pain.
I'm down.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Let's give one more round of applause for Jenny and all of our presenters today. And let's go ahead and just want to one more time thank everyone for all the hard work. This was not an easy process, and a lot of hard work and focus and energy went into this. So thank you everybody for taking the time to listen, and I hope that this spurs ideas and excitement for what's to come in Southwest Colorado and in the Valley. There's some amazing things happening here. And I want to invite all the participants to mark your calendars for our next retrospective, which will be taking place November 9th from 5:30 to 8. And the graduation of this program will be taking place December 14th from 5:30 to 8 p.m. So please make sure to mark this on your calendars, tell your friends, tell your community. We'd love to have more folks throughout the state of Colorado be a part of this and to learn more about these amazing entrepreneurs and what they're working on. And with that, this concludes our presentation. So I'll go ahead and stop sharing. And thank you again for all the RMMFI staff for being here, and for Yanni and the team at First Southwest Community Fund for making this all possible.
Yeah, and real quick, Kevin, sorry, I'm going to stop the live